kingdom is mine. Shine till I blind. I know patience is a virtue, but I ain't about wasting time, boy. I'm just a hungry soul. I could get a bigger bowl to keep my family better slow when my credit roll. And I know your haters love to talk about me. I don't give a fuck. Know that these hoes will never doubt me. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, what? I don't give a. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, what? I don't.
He back. Let's go. Hey, what's going on? It's that hump day edition. You know what it is. Get your Humpty on, man. Hey, we almost there. Almost there. Got 2 more to go. And y'all know what it is. Well, actually one more to. I don't even look at it like that. Tomorrow is Friday Eve, motherfucker. Fuck that. That's how we going. that's what we do on Thursdays. It's Friday Eve tomorrow. So we in there. But what's going on, everybody? I want to thank y'all for coming through. Who up in the building, man? Hey, we got Big Lays in here early. What's going on, bro? Hey, I peeped that game last night, man. I don't know. Don't look like your boy Ant trying to fall. Well, I mean, he probably still gonna fall anyway, but they definitely ain't getting swept. He wasn't going out like like the Pacers. Believe that. But yeah, what's going on, bro? Thanks for coming through. Kendall, one of the day ones. What's going on, Kendall? Thanks for coming through as usual. And already posting. That's what I'm talking. See, Kendall, one of the realest people you can have on your squad. For real, man. That's for everybody. Everybody should know this by now. Believe that. Thanks for looking out, Kendall. Oh yeah, we got Inga in the building. Get Inga out the hole. Free Inga. Free ginger snaps. Please. And put some money on your books, mama. Believe that. For real. Yes. Definitely. Man, you and Mooch. And Moochella, man. Ginger snaps and Moochella, they doing them dirty, man. They try to steamroll them. But we gonna wait it out. We gonna wait it out. We outside the YouTube office picketing. You know what it is. Torian in the building. What's going on, bro? Thanks for coming through. For sure. OG knowledge. My DMV brethren. Let's go. You know what it is, baby. Let's go. Man, thanks for coming through, OG. Just hit that like. Hey, man, today we're going to talk about something, I mean, everybody goes through. Have problems with, actually. Everybody has problems with that issue, and that's, trying to keep your battery at 100. And we ain't talking about your phone, that too, but your battery, your internal battery. Trying to keep that motherfucker at 100 with all the shit that's coming at you on a daily basis. It's hard to do. It's definitely not for the weak at heart. And that's real. Just trying to navigate the day with, if you got a 9 to 5, the shit that you got to deal with at your 9 to 5, it's always politics at any job that you have. Even if you're a business owner or even if you're hustling, it's always going to be some type of politics involved that you're going to have to deal with. That's going to snatch some of your energy. You feel me? For that day. So trying to stay at 100 with that going on, with just social norms and shit that you got to navigate for that. With how people just act nowadays. And just life coming at you. Certain things you just can't account for. And that's just what it is. You can't account for everything. What you said, hold on, we'll try speaking of 9 to 5, Michael Jackson said, lead the 9 to 5 up on the show. So he say, I will be. I will be, because hey, Thursday is my Friday. I'm off Friday and Saturday. So I will definitely be enjoying myself. Enjoying myself. Yes, I will definitely be doing that for sure. Like I told y'all, it's Friday Eve. Thursday is Friday Eve. So yeah. And we ain't gonna let that worry us. Like we said, man, we're just trying to keep that battery at 100. If you can keep your battery at 100, you a real one. Because that means that you navigating everything, you deflecting all the haters. You definitely gotta count for the haters, because the haters just don't want to see you live. They don't want to see you do nothing at all that's gonna be beneficial to your life or positive. And that can come in many forms. That can come in so many different forms. It's ridiculous. It can be just going to the store to get your lunch, you know what I mean, whatever. And it could be somebody hating on you at the register. Uh, it could be people at the gas station. You know what I mean? People hating on you trying to get your gas at the pump. Any fucking thing. It could be a lot of things that can just deplete your battery reserve for the day if you let it. Because it's really up to us at the end of the day. If you let somebody get you or take you out of your bag and, you know what I mean, affect you negatively, it's definitely going to drain you. But if you can just deflect that shit and keep it moving, hey, it's a special kind of kung fu that come with it. Believe it, because people testing you on the daily, minute by minute, hour by hour. It can happen at any time. Somebody can test you. You can get a phone call that tests your patience. You can get like I said, something at work that can test your patience. Whatever you doing, you know what I mean. You in whatever your walk of life is, or whatever your career is, something is always going to come by to test you. Customers, co-workers, bosses, you know what I mean, mid-level management, whatever. Something is going to test you on a daily basis. And it's up to you to either let it affect you in a negative way and then it depletes your reserve, or deflect it. You know what I mean? Keep what? Get your Bruce Lee on. Do what you got to do. Jet Li that shit. Deflect it. You know, it's hard for some people to deflect it. They'll let it, and once you let it creep in, once you let that negativity creep in for the day, it can affect you. Unless you're one of the people that know how to turn it around. I could turn it around if I even let it affect me at all. But if you know how to turn around, it don't really mess with you as much. Now, if you let it get to you, it can fuck up your whole day if you let it. And that's real talk. It will fuck up your whole day. And I'm sure everybody in here knows they've had one of those experiences where they was good, woke up on the right side of the bed, happy, going to work, doing their thing, going to school, doing their thing, whatever you doing for that day. And you know what I mean? Somewhere along the line, it could be early in the day, midday, whatever, something happens that basically just turns your whole fucking day around and turns it negative. It just happens. You know what I mean? So family can test. Yep, family also. It could come from multiple directions. It can always happen. But it's always something, you know what I mean? Somebody going to test you throughout the day. Sometimes it's little shit. It really just don't really, it bounces off. Other times it might be something a little bigger. But like I said before, it's really about how big you make it. Because it could be small, it could be big to them and small to you. Or the other way around. That's right, the GOAT for real. Yes. Family, like I said, man, hey, you definitely right about that, DeMarcus. No bullshit. Thanks for coming through too, man. Said facts. Said rebuke the negativity. Sometimes you gotta do that move from the Matrix, yeah, in order to avoid it. Yep, do that duck, that backwards duck down. Hey, let it go by. You know, hey, get your limbo on for real, because sometimes people go out there to test you just because they're having a bad fucking day, and we already know if anybody knows, they know about energy transfer. They'll try to transfer their negative shit onto you, and then that makes them feel better for the rest of their day because it's a transfer. Now your day is fucked up. Now your whole feng shui is off. It's done. You know, if you don't know how to deflect it or you don't know how to reverse it, then it's going to stick with you for the rest of the day. And then you just You just lost in the sauce. You fucked up. But you just can't let it affect you. For real. Said patience is a virtue. But you know how I do, man. Patience is a virtue, but I ain't about wasting time, bro. So they're gonna definitely try to do it. And if you're just thinking about it or you're dwelling on the wrong things, it is just wasting time at the end of the day, because it's nothing is developing out of it. You know what I mean? You're not moving forward, you're just standing still. So you can never let nobody else actually put you in that position. You can't even let yourself put you in that position, because sometimes it might be something just coming to your mind and just you might be happy all day and then you think about something that brings you down a little bit. But like I said, it's really up to you to power yourself back up. It's hard to keep that 100 all day, man. It's hard. I mean, it's rare that people can actually do that unless you just have a good outlook on life, and unless you're a positive person, optimistic. Then it's kind of hard to try to weave that little maze, man. It really is, because it's stuff trying to bring you down all day, every day. Believe it or not. Samara, what's going on, sis? For sure. Thanks for coming through. We just chopping it up about, just keeping your energy level up, man. And just not letting things affect you as much. People nowadays, they let a lot of bullshit affect them. I know in this chat right here, we ain't got to worry about it. We got people that got thick skin, that really been through some shit, that ain't really had to, you know what I mean, that don't they just let that shit, they brush it off. They let that shit slide off their shoulder. They're not really worried about it. I know that's how y'all get down. Detroit, what's going on, bro? Yeah, next week is gonna be a yeah, I know. It's on. It's on, man. Next week, next month is just gonna be crazy. Next month, I'm gearing up for next month, because next month I'm going ham. Ain't shit holding me back. I might be doing like doubles, 3 a day. I gotta wait for YouTube to let me go off of this damn guidelines bullshit, so I can actually post more than what I've been posting. Because when they got you on that guidelines strike or whatever, then you can't post as much. So I'm trying to. I sent in all my stuff. I'm trying to get them to up my uploads for the day, because for what the shit that I got on standby, I can't just be doing just 1 a day, 2 a day. I'm gonna be uploading a lot of different shit. So YouTube, hey, stop hating on us, man. Stop hating on the TVC, man. If you ain't doing it one way, you doing it another way. Y'all need to stop that, for real. Let the real ones eat. Stop letting them fake ones get all the bread and watering down y'all. I mean, if y'all want y'all website watered down to the point where, you know what I mean, people just start looking for other avenues, even the people that's watching, because they did on it too. You know what I mean? Just you need to let that real spill. Stop playing. I don't know what they doing over there in the YouTube offices, man. It's things just keep changing and changing, and it's not for the better at all. It's just really making it worse. You're trying to change people's voices. I mean, speech. You're trying to change how they talk, trying to censor people and all that. Come on, man. Like I said, this right here. If you let it get to you, then it can bring you down a little bit. But I ain't really worried about it. I'm gonna keep. I'ma always find a way out of no way, and the strong ones always do. That's just how it is. We gonna reverse it. I mean, we turn lemons into lemonade easily and keep it moving, because that's just what we do. We learn that kung fu early. We got the Den in the building. What's going on, sis? What's up, Tamika Den? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I missed that last trivia, man. I ain't been on a trivia night in a minute. Every time something happened every time, man. I just had this whole thing this weekend with my grandson, so I couldn't do it. The trivia night before that, I was doing I think I was on Ingus, or we was on we was doing a live or something like that, and they kind of coincided, so I couldn't do that. I got to get on a trivia night, man. I ain't been on trivia night in a hot minute, and I want to chop it up about them ideas that I was throwing your way for sure. Cause I know that'll be a blockbuster right there. Just sometimes it's hard to deflect family because the love is genuine and passionate. It is, but see, the thing about family is that they know how to get under your skin like no other. So they know when they doing something fucked up. They know it. They know when they testing your patience. They know when they doing something negative that's gonna affect you in a certain way because they know you. They know the things you like. They know the things that you don't like for the most part. You know what I mean? Because there's pieces of everybody that nobody knows. You know, that we keep to ourselves. But your family, above all, is supposed to know who the hell you are. You know, they gonna know everything that sets you off. So when they do it purposely, or they do it because they know that they family and they can get away with it. And then you just have to move accordingly. You have to let it affect you, or just blow it off. Keep it moving. You know, a lot of the times I'm just gonna be like they family anyway, so they're gonna have to deal with whatever I give them. You know, I'm not saying I'm a slack on it, but at the same time, if you know that you're doing something foul, regardless if you family or not, you should know what's gonna come next because you know me. But family will always try to test you because they know they can get away with shit that other people can't. But you still can't let it affect you in a way that's actually going to deplete your resources as far as internally. You know, you can't let it drain your battery, man. You can't let nothing drain your battery. It's hard enough with all the stuff that we got to go through. You need all the energy that you can, physically, depending on what you're doing, and definitely mentally. Your mental battery has to stay on 1,000. It has to stay on 100, overcharged. Because, like we said, it's too many things that's trying to pull you in other directions. That's trying to change your mood. That's trying to change you as a person and how you move and things. You know, with what like we was just talking about, with how YouTube is trying to censor people and make them talk different ways, not say certain words and things like that. That is not just in YouTube. That's in if you have a job, if you're going to school, just in society. Period. They trying to change up how people do things just to fit a certain agenda, and we know this. So when you've been growing up this whole time speaking a certain way, and you even if you haven't, but people that have a extensive vocabulary that know how to use their words can dodge it. They can duck. But other ones, you know, they just gonna be kind of agitated, and that's just how it is. Unless you know how to navigate, like we said, you're gonna have to have that taekwondo, that tai chi down pat because they out here testing for real. You getting a pop quiz daily, and they on they shit. That's just what it is. He said I will cut somebody out if they say take me there, but I try not to go exactly. But when you go there, when you cut somebody out, that's just degrading your. I mean, it's not. It is degrading yourself. It's degrading you mentally because now where you were up top, you were up high. Now it's bringing your energy level down because now you cussing somebody out, which means you're expending physical energy. You're draining mental energy because if anybody takes you to that point, it's gonna make you discombobulated. That's just what it is. So you want to avoid that at all costs and try to spin it back on them. For real. When people try to do stuff like that to me, I'm gonna flip it right back around to them. There's no, you're not gonna sit here and leave me with this feeling, or try to deplete me emotionally or physically, emotionally, physically, mentally, and have me sitting here drained, trying to get my energy back up while you're just walking off whistling and you happy now. No, that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen just because you're bothered by something. No. If I'm unbothered when I first start talking to you, my agenda is to leave the situation unbothered too, from beginning to end. So That's what it is. Said June is your birthday month. Oh shit. Hit about to turn up. In June too? Oh, you got one of the you got a good weather month. Okay. See that spring and that summertime, man. Hey, ain't nothing like those birthdays. I mean, spring, it's kind of a toss up because you know, April showers bring May flowers, and you know what I mean. And I know in mine, I was good on my birthday. It was nice out, but it can go either way. But in summertime, whew, you good. You really good. You got the good months. Okay, that's what's up. Definitely gonna stay on the lookout. Let us know when the day is, so we can celebrate properly. For sure. Like man, but you can't let people fuck with you. And then like we said, it's certain people that's out there just for that alone. Just because they day is going fucked up, so they like, man, you know what I mean? If my day ain't going good, then fuck your day. I don't care how you doing, especially if you coming in there smiling. A lot of people take that. People that's negative take your positivity as it's like an affront to them. They take it personally. Like, why is this person happy when my life or my life is messed up, or I'm sad, or I'm going through this? That ain't got nothing to do with you. But they'll take it personally, even though they're not supposed to. They just do. It's not. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to it. It just happens. See, I missed. Yeah, I got to get back on that trivia night. I got to. Facts. Yes, he's good. He's good. I'm still waiting on his mom to hit me with the results of what's going on. Like I said, hopefully it's not. It isn't anything that's lifelong that he has to worry about for the rest of his life, and it's just like a one-time thing, or just something that he has to stay on top of. So I'm waiting to see what's going on. But right now, the last time I spoke with him, he was good. He was back to himself. He was being a little kid, jumping around, running around. You know what I mean? Just being happy. So that's what I'm good with that. I'm good with that result right there. As long as he's happy, long as he's healthy, he's not he's not in jeopardy that way, then I'm good with it. So we'll see what happens. Definitely see what happens. It's day by day right now. So all you can do is try to stay positive about it. That's all you can really do. Try to keep a positive mindset, and hopefully, you know what I mean, God willing, everything goes correctly. Now, either way, it's going to go as planned, but hopefully, it goes in a way that doesn't make his life uh, just more complicated. For sure, that's right. It's going down. It's going down in June. Yes. So yes, it was last weekend. That's what I'm saying, bro. Thank you, Inga, for real. I appreciate it. I appreciate all y'all for real. Definitely. You said nice. Yeah, family time is important. It really is. That's the reason why you do everything you do. It's for them. You know what I mean? Even when your kids are grown, even before you have grandkids, it's still for them. It's all for them. Once you have kids, your life is not yours to yourself anymore. So it's all gonna be for them anyway. What up, Courtney Harrison? Hey, what's up with you? We in here chopping it up. Thanks for coming through. You know, we really just doing this real spill about keeping your energy up, your mental energy up. You know what I mean? Keeping your battery at a high caliber, at a high rate, because it's hard. It's hard these days. It really is. It's harder than it needs to be. And it's really people making it harder than it needs to be. For real. Because things could be a lot easier. Just going along with your life, doing the things that you need to do for you and yours. But as we said, some people would throw roadblocks in your way either just because they're jealous of you or just because it's in their nature to do so because they just don't want to see anybody else prosper or get ahead of them. You know what I mean? Some people will do that too, especially if they see that you moving a little faster than them. You know what I mean? You calculating things a little quicker. You know what I mean? You just you just quicker, period. You just faster. It's nothing holding you back as it is for them. They may have a couple mental roadblocks or whatever, and they see that you just moving at a steady pace. So they just want to throw things in front of you to try to slow you down. Now, the real ones, they're gonna see that already coming, and they're gonna know this person. Okay, if you know how to actually gauge people, you know the people that's faking, you know the people that's hating, you know the people that's real with you. So you're gonna see it coming a mile away. But there are also ones that can, they'll try to hide it and things like that. But once you know how to navigate, you ain't really got to worry about it because anything somebody throws in front of you, it might slow you down temporarily, but it's not going to really stop you. You'll just find a way around it. Especially if, I mean, look, you can be problem based or you can be solution based. So I choose to be solution based because problems don't do nothing but waste time. It's like sitting in a fucking rocking chair. For real. And that's real. Exactly, Courtney. Yeah. He said, this is a hard day, week for me, but so I'm pushing through. You got to. We here for you too, sis. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. You need to reach out, something like that. Holler. You know you got other people in your life, you can do that too, but you got a multitude of people that you can grasp from, you know what I mean, as far as knowledge, talking, whatever the case may be. If you need to reach out, for sure. That's just what it is. That's, you know what I mean? We all here to help each other. Anybody that's brought in your life is brought in your life for a reason. You know what I mean? Whether it's to teach you a lesson or to help you, you know what I mean, teach you a lesson to get over something or teach you a lesson to help you move forward in something, you know what I mean, positively or negatively. So, but don't ever think that people not put in your life for a reason. There's always a reason for everything and everyone. It's just up to you to figure out which it is. And that's real. So family is not always the people you related to. That's right. Family is the people who hold you down. Yep. Exactly what I was just saying. Yep. And all in your life. That's right. That's how you look at it. Just because we share DNA doesn't make us family. Yeah. And that's a lot of the times it's kind of messed up to say, but that's true. It really is true. Sometimes the people that's in your family, the people that you share blood with, is the last person that you can trust on this earth. Just because you know how they get down and you've seen how they get down from the time that you was born. You know what I mean? I got cousins and shit that I don't even talk to because I know how they get down. I know that they ain't about shit. And, you know what I mean? Of course, I'm still going to acknowledge them because they're still family. They're still blood. So when I see them, hey, what's up? How you doing? Hope everything's good. Bop, bop, bop. But I'm not going to be chilling with you. I'm not going to be chopping it up with you for too long because I know that you're trying to pump for information so that for whatever your reasoning is and things like that. So, you know what I mean? Or trying to get something out of somebody or whatever the case may be. But I know whatever it is, wherever it's moving towards, it's not good. So, you know, some people you have to keep at a distance. It's just what it is. You can't really call it. You know what I mean? You just have to know people for who they are. And when they show you who they are, believe them. That's all. That's all. It's really easy. A lot of the times we'll finesse ourselves out of certain things because we want to believe in somebody or we want to think that they've changed or you know what I mean, nah, this person is my family, so I gotta look out for them. They can't be all bad, but sometimes they are. It's just what it is. Sometimes they are. You can hope and pray all you want to, but it don't always turn out that way. He said mine is on the 15th of July. It's part of the cancer season. Yeah. Yeah, the changing of the seasons, changings of the guards. And we here for all of it. You know, we here for all of it for sure. Y'all got one of the hottest, man. Y'all got one of the best months. Woo! That's turn up month, man. Turn up June, man. Summertime. What? Yes. To June 17th. Oh, you a 17th? I know a lot of 17ths. You know, October 17th. I know February 17th. I know a September 7th. I know a few different 17ths. People that are, yeah, I know for a long time too. Okay. That's what's up, Kendall. All right. You said misery loves company. Yes, they do. But I don't stay around long enough to be company, bro. No, 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 no. Uh-uh. Yep, people are trip. Yep, trip. Ain't no way I'm letting them live rent free in my mental. That's nah. You can't do it. You can't do it. You gotta keep it pressing. Mm-mm. Can't do it. Thanks for sure. Thank you. Thank you. PG, what's going on, sis? Good to see you in the chat for sure, man. I hope everything's going good with you. Definitely waiting for the return. Definitely waiting for the return. I know it's coming, you know what I mean? Hopefully, you know, I definitely gonna have to chop it up with you. See when you return. I want to do some get some lives together. I've been just mapping out a lot of different things of the, you know what I mean, the stuff I want to do with different people as far as different content. Um and then seeing everybody's content and how they moving and how I'm gonna be moving and just trying to, you know what I mean, trying to cross things up so that everybody can win. So yeah, yeah, we definitely got to chop it up, PG. When you get back, I know you taking your time off, take as much time as you need, sis. I know things is kind of crazy. You said that Detroit and Booby, Miss Trivia Night last week, Auntie Moochie, Miss Carrie and the lonely lonely man me held it down. You was up there by yourself, bro. Hey, we got to make sure I'm not missing no more. I'm not missing no more. You know what I mean? I mean, as long as everything goes well and nothing else pops up, that's, you know what I mean, that's immediately important. Then I'm there. I'm definitely there. I can't miss no more trivias. Trivia night is that's it's popping. You know, I love trivia night. You know what I mean? We can actually get loose and chill. So I done missed the last three. The last three trivia nights I done missed. So I can't miss another one. I wasn't trying to miss this one. It's just, you know, things you can't control. So I'm just chilling in Queens, okay. NYC, okay. We got a lot of NYC representatives in here, man. NYC reppers. We got from Harlem. We got Queens. We got Brooklyn, the Bronx. We got a few different people. Hey, we got a few different, just about every borough up in here. All right, okay. Soon. We're gonna have it popping, believe that. I got a couple things down the line where things are gonna start expanding. That's why I always said I want to keep my day ones with me, because when things start getting a little crazy, I want to know who the real ones are, and I want to make sure they the first above all. So yeah, definitely. Okay, that's what's up, Court. All right, loving that for sure. But yeah, like I was saying, man, just trying to keep your brain power at 100. It's hard to do, but it's up to you to do it, and it's more beneficial to you to actually fight against the negativity and just try to stay as positive as possible. I know it's hard to do sometimes. They will definitely test your patience, but it's it's better for you to do than to actually just give in. You can't give in. Giving in is giving up. You know what I mean? And that can fuck up your whole day or your week or your month, depending on how the severity of it. So I choose not to let people really get me out of my bag. If I'm happy on, the only person that can get you out is you. Only person that can fuck up your mood is you. You know what I mean? You can always look at the bright side of things. It don't matter what's going on. Certain things, yeah, if something that's out of the ordinary happens, you know what I mean, something happens to somebody, or you see something, or you're in the midst or in the area when something goes down that's out of your control. I mean, you just have to take it for what it is and still try to look at the positive at the end of the day. Even if it's a fucked up situation, I mean crazy situation, you still have to try to look at the brighter side because it can always be worse. Always. We'll never say it couldn't. Now, I never heard nobody that never say, oh, nah, it can't be worse than this. Nah, the people that usually say that end up being proven wrong immediately or right down the line. Never think that it can be worse. And when you have a mindset of that, then it's easy to keep your battery on high. It really is. People just don't know it because a lot of people thrive off negativity nowadays. It's like they're it's like they get a positive charge out of being negative a lot of times nowadays. You know what I mean? With all the content that people consume all day about this person, that person, it's always the worst of somebody. You know what I mean? I try to stay me in my bag. Like my algorithm is a lot of comedy. It's a lot of laughing. You know what I mean? Of course, food, things like that. Know-how. You know what I mean? Just you know what I mean, do it yourself, DIY stuff, knowledge on making money, things like that. It's hard to get your algorithm right. And when you start, especially, and you know what I mean, I'm sure everybody here knows how that algorithm works. You got to have one page for you for your content, and then you got to have another page for you that you actually consume content on. And the one that I consume content on is, like I said, that's the one that I really be on as much, the most, I should say, because that's the one that's feeding me all that stuff that I was just talking about. Because once you get your algorithm to a certain point, you have to keep it that way or just keep building on it. Because as soon as you start watching a whole bunch of negative shit, that's when the algorithm is going to start feeding you a whole bunch of negative shit. So you really have to be conscious on what you're consuming, which I am anyway, because I'm of the thought process of once you see something, you can't unsee it. You know, it's going to be trapped in there. And one day it's going to manifest itself in a different way. You never know what. So I try to stay away from stuff that I really don't want to see, that I have no interest in. Because, you know what I mean, even thinking about something can really mess with you later on down the line. You don't know, it can manifest itself in a dream, just a thought that pops into your head. It could be anything. And it could come at you in more, like I said, in so many different ways that you're just unaware of or just unprepared for. So you really got to be aware of what you are aware of, if that makes sense. For sure. So it's very hard to shape shift things. Yeah, it is. It is. It really is. But I mean, like you said, yep, that's a beautiful shape shift or a changeover. Yep. It's hard to do, but you have to master it. It's one of those things you have to master it, especially when it's negative things that come at you. Oh man, it's harder. It's really hard. It's something like you said, you have to master it. You have to master it. But once you learn how to master it, it's a beautiful thing because nobody can stop you from being you, the best you. You know what I mean? Not the most negative you or the worst you, the one that's petty or whatever the case may be, all that other stuff. Because everybody has those same traits. Everybody has those same characteristics. It's really about which ones you feed. So if you feed the right ones, you're gonna win every time. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? Your mentality dictates a lot in your life. So if you have a positive outlook, then the things that happen to you are going to be positive. Even if it's negative for somebody else, to you it's going to be positive because you're not going to be looking at it in a negative light. And that's real. So, yeah, exactly. So even people go to the military as a changeover, yeah, as well. Yeah, yep, they do. They do. This is real. Yep. Voyage of meditation. Yeah. That's if you meditate, if you know how to meditate, if you have if you have a strong mind enough to actually know how to meditate, it takes time to learn how to do it, to try to block everything out and to focus on things. It's harder than a lot of people think it is. And you know what I mean? If you know how to do it, then you're one of the best ones out there. You're one of the realest. But if you don't, it's you know what I mean, it's something that you definitely want to try to invest your life in. You definitely want to try to dive deep into it and learn how to do it because it can save your life for real. It can save your time. It can save a lot of things, man. It can save your health. Just learning how to just make everything be quiet, especially you, because even when you realize when you learn how to meditate, you're probably the loudest thing in the room, or you're the loudest thing out there. Even when you're not speaking, your brain is the loudest. Your mind trying to control that and quiet it down. It's kind of it's hard to do. It really is. But once you master that, then hey, the sky's the limit. The sky is the limit. Really, for real, for real. Yeah, we know this, DeMarcus. Yeah, negative publicity, but that's the thing about the negative publicity. It's negative, it's publicity, but at the end of the day, it's on the real shit. The real people, they the ones that have the longevity. The negative shit, it only lasts for a certain amount because right now that's all that they spewing out. So on the daily, every second, every minute, you're seeing a whole bunch of negative shit. So when the positive shit really happens, the shit that actually rings true, it sticks with you longer than that recyclable negative shit that they always trying to pump out at us. For real, for real. So it's really just about what you consuming and how you consuming it, man. You know what I mean? Just try your best to. I know, like I do, like I said, I try my best. Everybody's not perfect. There's gonna be times where you're gonna stumble and fall. You know what I mean? Pick yourself right back up and just try to look at it as a learning process. That's all you can really do at the end of the day. For sure. That's all we got. Just, you know, we ain't got a lot to work with when it comes to that. But you can, the stuff that you do have is really just about pinpointing it, honing it, and making it work for you. Don't make it work for nobody else. Make it work for you and yours. Because it's crazy that sex and drama sell. Hey, people are easy. People are easy to fool. You know, and once you start anything that you put a whole bunch of energy into, and we already know that the media puts a whole bunch of energy into a whole bunch of that bullshit, sex and drama and violence, and when that's your bread and butter, hey, that's what people are going to gravitate to because that's all they consume and that's all they got to grab until they decide to make other stuff. But I mean, other stuff is out there. It's just about what people are choosing to actually put their energy into. That's just what it is, man. Hola, Queen. Hey, what's going on? Queen in the building. But your boy about to get back to the bag. I just want to chop it up with y'all, man. After yesterday, like I said, I'm back. Believe that. And I'm gonna keep coming with more and more hard-hitting topics. Today, these 2 days, I'm just getting back into my bag. I'm getting back into the swing of things. Going towards Friday. You already know. I already told y'all before I left. I had some real shit to talk about. that I'm gonna save for Friday. I'm gonna try to save Friday for the most hard hitting topics because that's when I really have the time to actually chop it up with people and we can actually break shit down to the very last compound. So that's why I'm gonna save Friday for those ones. But it's still gonna be something hard hitting tomorrow. Believe that. I got a couple things. I ain't gonna be able to chop it up like I want to. Like I said, we only got a little bit of time during the week. During the weekends, Fridays are always gonna be a little bit longer. Just because I'm off, I can actually take the time to, you know what I mean, go through everything and give it to you the real way without actually being on a fucking time limit. Believe that. But I want to thank everybody for coming through. As always, you already know, man. Kendall, thanks for coming through. Day one. Inga, thanks for coming through. Time to puff, time to puff, no pass, because we ain't passing shit. It's all to the face around here. You already know. He said, hey, DeMarcus, what's going on? Hey, bro, thanks for coming through for real, DeMarcus. As usual. Hola, Queen. Run it back, Queen. But thanks for coming through. Always. Courtney Harris, hey, thanks for coming through, for real. And chop it up. We do this around this time every day. So, you know what I mean? If you got time to swing through, hey, slide on through. We're going to chop it up. And it's always going to be real shit. It's never going to be nothing fake. Believe that. Who else we got? We got, hey, OG. Thanks for coming through, OG. Thanks for coming through, PG. I know it's hard for you to get out there nowadays. So, you know, thanks for coming through, PG. For real. Always, sis. Samira, thanks for coming through. Torian Rain, always, thanks for coming through. Man, we got some of the realest in here, man. For real. I love it. Big L, thanks for coming through early. Tamika the Den, thanks for coming through. Don't forget, next time I'm gonna chop it up with you. I'm gonna chop it up with you because I gotta get on that next one, man. I know it's once a month, so I gotta get on the next one. I gotta get on it early, so I know what's going on. But I want to thank everybody for coming through, even the people that's not in Detroit. Hey, Detroit Kings, OT, Brillo, for real, Brillo, Moochie, everybody. I want to thank everybody, even the ones that's not here, for sure, for always coming through and chopping it up with your boy. And like I said, man, don't let them deplete your battery. Don't let them deplete your battery, man. Keep your head up, keep your mind right, and do what you got to do to keep your shit at 100. With that said, you already know.
I hope you're strong enough to intercept the transmission. The shit that had you.
I need my windows tinted, all the bells and whistles in it, thinking this can't be the game. Nah, this must be a scrimmage. Them buffers can't block me. I'm in your secondary. These bitches temporary. My hustle necessary.